How's it going, everyone? Liam Catterson here. This is Buffy the Vampire Slayer, episode number 8 of season 4, titled Pangs. I'm really stoked to come into this episode, not just with where we last left off with Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but also Angel as well, because there was a bit of a situation regarding Buffy in terms of Doyle's vision, and since this episode is next up on the order schedule, I'm really looking forward to seeing how Angel's world and Buffy's world do collide. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to this episode. With last episode of Buffy, we got introduced with the fact that Riley is part of the initiative. He is the secret agent by night, and by day he is a TA. So, it was really, really interesting finding out about that bit of revelation, but also it seems like we're pushing the direction of Riley and Buffy to be a ship. So, which is going to be great, but it's going to come with some complications, no doubt, with the fact that both parties lead this secret life in terms of stopping demons, although I do have a feeling, especially with the fact that Buffy did take on members of the initiative in the last episode, they're gonna come to blows, basically. So it will be very, very interesting to see how their relationship does blossom. But with that said, let's get into episode number 8 of Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 4. This is Pangs. Let's go.
Why don't you just go back where you came from? Things were great before you came.
No, the same could be said to you. Like, there's a term called resting in peace. Might want to look it up, dude.
And they say one person can't make a difference.
She sensed him. Angel! Screw Riley and Buffy! Angel!
To commemorate a past event, you kill and eat an animal. It's a ritual sacrifice with pie.
Very deep, Anya.
What's she doing? Xander said he was gonna dig. I want to see Xander dig.
That part's just ceremonial.
Well, it bites. She's not rippling at all. Imagining having sex with him again.
Imaginary Xander is quite the machine.
Oh no! Xander! Of course, something has to happen to Xander.
Ow. Hey, buddy, you alright? Hey, don't move!
Okay, what's down here?
Turvy Tapsy world.
You know what? I should have my own Thanksgiving. I could just like my mom does, have all you guys over. It'll be great.
Just don't burn
See?
the whole place
you
down.
agreed with me about Thanksgiving. It's a sham. It's all about death.
It is a sham. But it's a sham with yams. It's a yam sham.
The implant works great. He can't hurt a single living thing.
As long as he knows about the initiative, he's a threat. We do this the professor's way.
Mama's boy.
It's a nasty cough. You might need to spend the weekend in quarantine.
Oh, no. I'm done coughing.
Just don't want anyone getting sick.
At this time of recording, there will be a coronavirus joke going around.
You could catch it.
We'll die together. It's romantic.
Let me get your trousers off.
You're a strange girlfriend.
Oh!
Oh, there's a chance.
What the fudge? Okay, that was dark.
I'll never get used to this. So I'll check in and keep your hands off the food.
Oh, I'll try and restrain myself from eating uncooked potatoes and cranberries.
Is Angel nearby?
So, what do you think?
Angel.
It's not fair. You know that's what she'd say. You can see her, but she can't see you.
Believe me, I'm not getting the good half of this deal. To be on the outside looking in at what I can. No, I'd forgotten how bad it feels.
My heart.
If there was any way,
Yeah, I know.
it's just, everything's different now.
Hey, is Cordelia really working for you? I mean, because that's got to be a special experience. Of all the people you could have hired.
I need to protect Buffy. I don't have a whole lot of time for...
It's nice.
It is. After dinner, we all go for a walk down by the river with the dogs. There's trees and...
Oh.
And I know what you're
I don't
thinking.
doubt
It's
that,
like
despite
I grew
his
up in a
cover.
painting.
Exactly. If I knew who that was.
Just a guy who painted stuff that looked like what I grew up.
You wouldn't do it.
You did it to me, remember?
All right. I'll go. Just...
What?
Can I have someone to eat?
And it's not gonna be enough because of the thing in his head. Damn, Harm, I'm gonna say I'm impressed.
Father? Are you out here?
Papa, can you hear me?
God.
Oh my what the shit?
You can't stop me.
You're very wrong about that.
Let's have a fight. Ooh.
Now you kill their spirit. This is a great day for you.
Well, that's not fair.
Sorry?
We don't say Indian.
Oh, right, yes. Always behind on the terms. Still try not to refer to you lot as bloody colonials.
And the thing is, I like my evil like I like my men. Evil, you know?
Oh, they were peaceful, all right? They were fluffy indigenous kittens till we came along.
They're gonna be mushy.
They won't be mushy.
I like mushy Pete.
I just love how we're just discussing the Shumash and then, oh, you know
So
what?
happened to the
Peas.
Shumash?
I like mushy peas
How
too.
about imprisonment, forced labor, herded like animals into a mission full of bad European diseases?
Oh, man.
An urgent fact. We have to stop this thing.
Okay, unfeeling guy.
Oh, Willow, that's not fair.
I have to
Willow! Jeez. But it all adds to, like, family arguments.
I have reason to believe that Buffy herself may be in particular danger from this menace.
You mean... I saw him too.
That's not terribly stealthy of him.
I think he's lost his edge. Find something.
Let's give him some land. I'm sure that'll clear everything right up.
Uh-oh.
Sarcasm accomplishes nothing, Giles.
Sort of an end in itself.
Hey, can we come rocketing back to the part about me and my new syphilis?
It'll make you blind and insane, but it won't kill you. The smallpox will. Well, maybe there's...
Faced this sort of spirit before. We really don't know what will kill it.
a demon has to do.
Again with the killing.
Oh,
right,
no, here we go again.
Or bind it, or whatever. Yes, Willow, we all appreciate your perspective.
It's not
You know,
about
sometimes
perspective,
vengeance
it's
is
about doing
justified.
what's
You know
right.
that I didn't mean
Right to
you.
let a murderer
I don't
go
think anyone
unpunished.
appreciates the truth of the situation.
Oh, I think we do.
You're just saying all this because you're intimidated.
This is no good. It needs more condensed milk. No.
Very unlikely.
Not gonna work like that.
Look, I'm safe. I can't bite anyone. Willow, tell him what I did.
You said you were gonna kill me, then Buffy.
Yes, bad, but let's skip that part.
Yeah, out of context.
It's true. He had trouble performing.
Yeah, well...
No, it's hard. We have to end this. Yes, he's been wronged, and I personally would be ready to apologize, but I...
Oh, someone put a stake in me.
We got a lot of volunteers in here.
I just can't take all this mamby-pamby boo-hooing about the bloody Indians.
The preferred term is...
You won, all right?
We don't want to fight anyone.
I just want to have Thanksgiving.
There needs to be
good luck.
a stop
Well, if we could talk
put to
to
him.
You exterminated his race. What could you possibly say that would make
Talking
him feel better? It's kill or be killed here. Take your bloody pick.
Maybe it's the syphilis talking, but some of that made sense.
That's what I'm saying. I usually side...
It's fine. No
Fine, okay, but listen, maybe I wasn't clear before about how terrible we all feel, because we're trying to help.
What's going on?
It isn't working.
It's not working.
You can have casinos
Talking
now.
is not working.
Sit down!
Ah, shoot.
What about me? You gonna leave me here like this?
Hey, what's the heart?
Who's that?
Hey, someone. We need a plan.
Yes, let's talk about it some more.
Oh, poor Spike.
Weapon chest.
Over there.
Yeah, we need. Oh, shit.
Remember that conquering night?
This is where, like. Don't know what's so funny seeing them on bikes, just. Yeah. Wow, Willow! Uh-oh. Can we... not? Oh no, poor child! Oh no! Off.
Your knife can kill you.
Oh Lord!
A bear! You made a bear!
Didn't mean to.
Undo it! Undo it!
We're good. Yeah.
Should we all work together? It was like old times.
Especially with Angel being here and everything.
Sander! Oh my god. Oh my god, so what's gonna happen there? Like, with the fact that Buffy knows now that Angel was here, you can't leave us hanging like that. Like, there has to be some resolution from Xander just opening his big fat mouth as usual. What I loved that episode. That was just fun. It was just bizarre, especially with Buffy and co trying to make Thanksgiving perfect and making sure the right ingredients go in and they were discussing what to do with Huss as well. Like what was the right option to deal with him because he's going around killing. And I loved how Spike did play a bit of a contribution. You have to kill him because talking's not going to do anything. Like I usually side with Willow, but whilst her beliefs are very, very strong, and you can see why she didn't want to resort to the alternative option. They were going to go around killing people anyways. I don't think a simple apology, especially after hundreds of years of living with that torment, I don't think an apology is going to do anything. They were like victims, and they had their land taken, and nothing can get that back since they're all gone. Well, and apart from killing people and taking it back. So, and after the amount of torture they went through, that was really funny. I just loved that episode with so much passion. It had a lot of comical moments, and it had a lot of moments that was very tense as well, but this was an absolute treat for a Buffy the Vampire Slayer episode. It was just really good stuff there. Like I said, there was a lot of tension with Huss and his men, with Angel, and if he was going to be spotted by Buffy whilst he was stealthing around. And yeah, it was really comical, especially the bickering that was going on, and like I said, intertwining what is right in terms of dealing with the Native Americans and the whole Thanksgiving cooking itself. It was just really good stuff. And Spike, he was an MVP of this episode by a light year. Yeah, it was great. I just loved the differing points, because I felt like both Willow and Giles did present good points, and when things just went to hell, I was thinking, well, things might need to be dealt with ASAP, like as soon as everyone was coming under fire, especially poor Spike. Yeah, I do see why Willow was a bit hesitant about the fact that killing Huss might be a very, very terrible idea. It's because of the idea that he is just trying to get vengeance for what happened to his people, and whilst his people, what happened to his people was absolutely terrifying and horrible, and you feel so bad for Huss, he's going around killing innocents himself, and you do feel that giving him a non-violent solution would be kind of a peaceful way to kind of diffuse the situation, rather than the cycle just repeating itself over and over again. But yeah, I can see why Giles was a bit hesitant on why Willow's idea was not going to work. He wants the situation to be dealt with by any means necessary, so long as he's not going around killing people. And finding a non-violent solution might require a lot more time that innocents cannot afford upon, because of the idea that they're getting killed by horrific means. And not just that, though, but Huss is relying on vengeance. He is relying on this idea that he's getting vengeance on his own people, and that idea of revenge might have lingered in his mind so long that coming up with for example, talking to him, it's not going to work. So, yeah, like I said, I think both points was very, very interesting, and even Buffy was a bit hesitant on wanting to finish off Huss at that moment. So I thought that was very, very interesting, which I'm assuming the idea of Huss turning into a bear would give a bit more incentive for Buffy to get rid of Huss, because he's no longer in his Native American form, he's in a bear form, so it's a lot more easier for her. So that's the idea I'm going with. But yeah, I liked how both sides was very, very understanding, and not just that, though, but comical as well, with the whole Thanksgiving thing going on, and how it relays on terms on family dramatics as well, because you can't get the family arguments during Thanksgiving dinner or Christmas dinner as well. So yeah, it does relay on that as well. But yeah, it was, the adversary of this week was like a character who you did feel so bad for with how he was treated. But yeah, I really loved how this episode played out with Angel intervening, of course, following the bachelor party where Doyle had those visions. And I gotta say, I was really surprised with Angel turning up to Giles, because it did give remnants of before Jenny's death, where Angel and Giles was okay, but of course after the whole Jenny, I think it was an amends, when Angel turned to Giles' help, he took very, very extreme caution. Of course, it was still pretty recent, but even then, I think it's going to be an event that you can never think of Angel the same way again, especially in Giles' shoes. So, but at the same time, he does care for Buffy, and Angel's feelings about this might discourage Buffy was very, very I loved that scene where he was talking about how he it hurts him to do this, to keep out of Buffy's way, rather than say, hey, I'm back. So yeah, but not just that though, but it does mirror to what he was doing before, when he just arrived into Sunnydale, when Buffy was just beginning as a Slayer as well. So, it was a nice mirror there. But I thought it was very, very powerful with how Angel, it hurts him. He said, there's no winning bargain for me to keep out of Buffy's light, by me returning to Sunnydale. I have to, because I don't want Buffy to be discouraged. And you can see why, because he's trying to move on, and he wants Buffy to try and move on as well. That is going to be a bit difficult if Angel shows up again, 8 episodes after he departed on Buffy. And I gotta say, it was really weird to see him in Sunnydale again, because we're so accustomed to Angel in LA with Cordy and Doyle. So I think that's a real testament on how eerie it does feel, doesn't it? So yeah, but yeah, you can see why Angel wanted to not be like, hey, Buffy, I'm back, because he's wanting Buffy that opportunity for her to be able to move on, especially with Riley, which I've got to say, with Angel coming into the scene, with this Buffy and Riley relationship blossoming, it kind of mirrors season 3 where Buffy was trying to move on with that guy. I think it was Scott. And Angel comes back in that through a spanner in the works. So it's kind of like a reference to last season, only gone a bit better, because of the idea that Buffy didn't spot Angel until Xander accidentally blurted it out at the very end. So I'm really interested to see if that's going to play on to Angel, because of course I think that's the next episode for me to watch in terms of the whole order schedule. So I'm wondering if that's going to play on to the Angel episode, or if that's going, because we have to have an expansion to Xander dropping the Angel bomb to Buffy. We've got to have expansion to that scene. It can't be something that is swept under the rug and forgotten about in terms of Buffy's perspective. So there has to be expansion upon that little drop at the very end. So yeah, but I gotta say, with Angel, with Xander, I felt so bad with him getting all those diseases. But I gotta say, I love Anya and Xander's relationship, even if comments are taken a bit crude at times. I gotta say, Anya is evolving as a character. I really loved how she helped out with the Thanksgiving as well, and not just that, but how she tended to Xander as well. So when he was very, very ill. So I gotta say, Anya is very, very much growing on me, especially as a character, and how she's slowly being integrated into the Scoobies, because she's been hanging around them for quite some time, but how she's slowly integrating with them is very, very nice to see. And I'm wondering if Spike is going to be integrated in the same capacity, since he came to Buffy for help. And I would really, really love to see that. It would be absolutely amazing. I've got to say, Spike was absolutely awesome in this episode. From him coming to Buffy for help, him giving a bit of clarity as well to what to do with Husk, and him just taking the shots was very, very comical. And the bear comment, it was really, really great to see Spike in this episode, and how he, how kind of awkward, but how yet wholesome it was just to see him with the rest of the Scoobies as well. So it was really, really fun. But there was a lot of funny moments in this episode, from Giles to Spike. It was just really good stuff to see. I've got to say, I've got to love Harmony as well for not taking any shit with Spike, because that was a troubled relationship. It was very, very toxic, and Harmony was able to have a steak prepared, and even said, you staked me, so why can't I stake you. And that's the thing. Spike was only using Harmony when, like in this episode, especially where, like, he had nowhere to go. He was feeling vulnerable, so he turns to Harmony, and she's not taking any of his shit. So I gotta say, I will applaud Harmony for sticking up for herself. But yeah, I just loved it, especially with the whole idea of Buffy having Thanksgiving with her own family, because she didn't have it with Joyce, but she had it with a family of her own. Because I think you gotta consider, like, even if Spike's thrown in there, I think you gotta see the Scoobies as a family, like part of her family. Like they've been with her for quite some time, and yeah, it was really, really nice. And I do adore the fact that Buffy is trying so hard to have a normal Thanksgiving, and to make sure that this goes all perfectly. So it was really good stuff. But that was funny. I just loved it. It was great. It was there was some really, really nice verbal smackdowns, I guess, that was being issued between Willow and Giles. And yeah, it was pretty funny stuff. So I loved how this episode went by. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check the videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!